Hello everybody, and welcome to a day of fun and streaming. I hope that everyone's doing well and excited about what we're gonna try out today. I know I am very excited. Now I've made an adjustment to my seat and didn't go ahead and test it overnight, and I'm not 100% happy with it. So I'm gonna try and cope because I don't want to wait any longer to get underway. But yeah, that's just slightly annoying. Anyway, let's. I've not driven a turn of a wheel yet in this. I'm going to start with 2023 because I had a quick tour of um, the available cars and tracks, and it's eh, very very typical, I guess, that it's just littered um, with DLC and buy this and change that and do all of the other things. It was kind of a little bit disheartening, I would say, slightly, because yeah, I guess I kind of feel like if you buy a new game, you should at least be able to give it a decent go before being sold stuff um, straight away. But maybe I'm just a Philistine. I don't know. Okay, so the um, AF Corsa, Ferrari. Who else entered that year? Oh, nice JMW Motorsport. That's quite a cool one. A cool livery. I like that. I'm not completely au fait with all the teams, but hopefully I will get there. Do like a bit of orange, but I think I'm going to go with this a JMW car and give it a bit of a go. Anyway, an hour of practice is a lot, um, but let's start anyway and see how it goes. I will restrict for the first one just to GTE, and we'll just see how the PC handles it because my PC is not amazing. So I'm hoping that I can at least do both racing and hopefully be able to stream it at the same time. And this is all happening on the same PC. So, that is not necessarily a recipe for the best fidelity, but I'm excited nonetheless. Yeah, I've moved my seat. I just went 2 clicks. Essentially just, it looks like about raised it by only about 3 inches at the back. It was very reclined. And then suddenly my leg distance points are wrong to the pedals, and yeah, I definitely need to go back one stage. I haven't been able to get my haptic seat working initially, but hopefully I will be able to. So let's keep an eye on that and try. I've tried to using SimHub anyway, so we're gonna try and get that plugged in. I hope that if you have just have joined me, and I don't know why my game capture has just stopped on me. Probably because I've clicked off it. How is it? What's going on? Okay. Always fun. Let's try and get you a decent view of this. Yeah, it doesn't seem to like what I've just done. So that's weird. It wants me to, well, SimHub wants me to restart. Hopefully that will come back on for you. That's crazy. Looks like the screen's just completely shut off for you. I wonder if I need to... It's back on, I can see, but whether I want specific window, I wonder if it changes its name. Window title must match. Maybe that's the problem. Should we see if I change that to capture any full screen app? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it doesn't seem to want to collect that one anyway. Okay, well, I'll keep my eye on that. Shout up if there is a problem and the screen goes off while I'm racing, which is always fun. But we learn these things as we go. I don't quite know. I should have my wheel set up here. So start driving. Yeah, okay. Wheel is on. Brake bias 57. You getting some sound there? It's quite quiet at the moment. A lot of shake going through the wheel. Speed limiter has gone off auto, which is nice. Whoa! How is my how's my screen so dirty already? Okay, nice. That's a lot of movement. I think the sensitivity might be a little high on the steering. Sound is a little bit muted at the moment, and oh, nice little lock up there. Wow, okay. Really need to generate some tyre temperature, I think. Okay, that's brought the fronts up quite quickly. Yeah, volume is lowish, and it usually comes through really loud actually for me. Good grief. Okay. Never seen that view. That's extra roadway. Well, now we're starting to feel something through the wheel. It was very, very numb, and I guess that's down to the. You've got to be so careful on the brakes. You can't go full on brakes here. Wow. Wow. That's kind of insane. Why is that so sensitive on the brakes? Are they just not up to temperature? Okay. Okay, so immediately that is very... Oh, why am I... Okay. Very, very sensitive on the brakes. I've obviously got damage. So we probably should pit, get that repaired. I'm about 10% brake pressure. And not doing well at all. Interesting. I don't know if I have to manually call for a pit stop. Oh, this is very much a handful. Okay, so coming into pit. Oh, hello. All right, okay. We have the first pit box. There we go. All right. So straight away, I'm thinking there's something I need to change here. So that's my brake balance should be changing, but isn't. Can't see where is my repair all. Yeah, Yes. Yes. Okay, fuel. I don't care. Or you can change the wing, that's cool. Okay. Pressures. Okay, don't know how to accept the pit stop on my keypad at the moment. Press backspace to skip damage repair. I don't want... What is happening? Repair all. Do I have mouse working? Nope. Okay. Oh, that's a different page. That's a different page of the MFD. Oh, that's my view. Okay. I really want to change that. There you go. Nice. Not many views, so just the internal view there. Okay. That's pause. Okay. So no sort of accept pit stop conditions. I assume we're not. No, we're not repairing the car at the moment. Session. Yes. That's just flashing the lights, so that's not very helpful at all. Okay. So we've got a setting issue going on. What is happening there? Please fix the car. So we've been able to do most everything. They didn't want to change. I can't see TC anywhere, and I can't see brake bias changing. And it's not my normal one. Let's just turn screen off. That's just scroll through screens. Okay. What is happening? Oh, okay. Are we actually? We are. We're back to moving. We've gone down. Damage has been repaired. I don't know how or why that damage was repaired, but it was. Okay. So, brake bias. I'm clicking the button and something is trying to happen but isn't happening on that. My pressures. What else can I change? TC. That I didn't seem to have much of a problem with TC. But I can't do brakes. Does 57.0. 43. Is that fixed? Is that the deal? Maybe it's fixed. Okay, let's try and get used to it. But say the amount of wheel shake is kind of insane. Let's go out of the pits and give this a go anyway. Motor map. Fuel. Tires. 59%. Is that where? Because of the accident. Wow. Still locking up. I hope that the lockup thing calms down a bit. And it's the F1 style pit exit as well. I was expecting to go up over there. I can't quite describe to you just how much motion is going through this wheel. I mean, you can see a bit of it, but I'm holding a lot of it here. So if I try and point it straight down the Camel Straight, have a look at this. I let go for a microsecond there. Front's up. I think that's the front's locking up really, really fast. Really easily. So it's insanely sensitive. If I need to add some ABS or something. Like I've got load cell pedals, right? And I've turned the maximum all the way down to 65% pressure, and I am putting the tiniest amount of pressure through this pedal, and I'm still locking up like crazy. I need to be way earlier on the brakes. Right, let's see if we can drive this again, but we might need to make a couple changes here. I mean, graphically, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know if everything's coming through on the screen. Are you okay? Session. Okay, I can't seem to exit the session with my keyboard. Ah, right. Okay, so I wonder if there's a settings I can change here. Difficulty, right? Okay, let's have a look. Stability, low. Anti-lock brakes, they definitely need to be on. I'm gonna. Shall we try low to start with? Repeat shifts, fine. Damage multiplier. We might need to turn that down a little bit to start with while we just get used to what the car can and will do. Okay, air aggression, fine. But enabled, okay. Scale is all right. Hopefully that's coming through okay for you. You can see clear enough. Let me know. If not, driver labels, fine. Okay, I did make a change and okay. Okay. So, terms of controls, I don't know, is there something about, I don't want steering help. I want sensitivity down a bit. Range from vehicle. Okay, I don't know what those things mean. Wheel settings, fine. Force feedback is quite low at the moment. Minimum steering torque. Okay, do not use. Right, okay. Feedback smoothing. Don't know about that. Car controls. What I want to do is turn down this steering sensitivity, but steering wheel maximum rotation from driver. Don't know. Okay. I wonder if I need to turn this off and try it and see. Okay. See, we get any kind of idea about what's locking up. Nice cameras. Really nice cameras, actually. Yeah, very cool. Trackside cameras, okay. So that's the fronts. I need to dial my brake balance backwards. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Okay, nice. So well, look at the wheel. I'm not touching the wheel, and it's still doing this. So if you do have any suggestion, I mean, that's a little bit calmer. Now I'm holding the wheel, but why can't I change the brake bias? That is what is confusing me a little bit. I wonder if the car is just stuck at brake bias. Because look, if I go to here, there's nothing happening. It seems to want to switch and then doesn't. Motor map. Motor map? What the heck is a motor map? Safety car or... Okay, well, pass. Right. So if steering feels very dead in the pit lane, I guess that's kind of expected. I think I might want to increase my field of view. That rear camera's a little on the ropey side, isn't it? Bottom right, but I've got my virtual one up ahead. So I wonder if this is a graphic issue for me. And I need to improve that, but I guess you only really need to know roughly what's going on in the mirror. You don't need amazing graphics. I love the windscreen. I mean, I wish my mechanics would go ahead and clean that in the pits. Wow. Yeah, I feel a very, very long way away from being able to race. Oof. How are the new brakes working? Okay, we're still locking up quite a bit. Again, I don't know if that's down to temperatures. I really want to change that brake bias, and why can't I change? Oh, lots and lots of feedback coming through. I'm glad I don't have a more powerful wheel right now. I've done it again. There's no stopping the accident when it's happening. It's kind of scary. Okay, let's just check that that actually did stick. That's braking help. I don't really want braking help. As I said, I want something else. ABS, it's on low. I hate adding stuff like that, but I think I'm going to have to. And the controls, man, that hasn't helped what I just did with the calibration. So brakes have been held at the moment. There. Steering. Maybe this is my fault. So I set the steering to just 90 degrees to the right, 90 degrees to the left, because I'm in a Formula wheel and I can't brake more. I can't turn more without taking my hand completely off the wheel. So can change that, but right, let's just go back to this. Okay, let's try this with some actual anti-lock brakes this time. So there's absolutely nothing happening in the wheel right now in terms of road effects. So I don't know if that's deliberate. There you go. Okay, I can brake now. Nice sound. Okay. Force feedback wise, I don't know if I've just killed the force feedback because I've got nothing. No. Just got sound coming through my haptics, so something's just switched off. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. Controls. Force feedback. It says it's on. Don't know what constant steering force effect is. I don't know. I don't know. But why is my force feedback suddenly turned off? That's the problem. I'm on the Logi RS50, which has got full support. Constant steering force effect. No idea. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we got the force feedback back. So what was that all about? Okay, I can brake harder now. Let's try and get a bit of a rhythm going here. It's better. Braking distances do seem quite long. I was like, maybe the GT3 cars, you can't change the brake bias on. Be quite surprised that that's quite physical going through Eau Rouge and Raidillon. Nice through the seat as well with the sound. Just a sound device at the moment, and it's kind of ridiculous how much the wheel is fighting me just on the straight. I am going way too quickly and braking way too late right now, which is very against character for me. But I'm using my normal braking points here. Maybe it's just because those rears are not up to temperature still. Maybe, no, I guess I did damage the car, so let's give it a chance. Say hey if you're watching, by the way. Let me know what you want me to try. Yeah, definitely at higher speed the car is very hard to handle with the damage. I think it's the damage. Just not... Wow. Just crash recovery is crazy difficult. I mean, I guess this is still in development, but I paid for it. So, but once you're on the grass, just forget about it. It's tough. So I really hope that this effect is just the damage. So let's get into the pits again. Try, now we've got our ABS, try and avoid. There's just no braking performance at all. Absolutely no braking performance whatsoever. Okay. Still don't know what I'm supposed to be pressing here. To acknowledge. And whether it's happening or not. I'm still on the ground, so it's not repairing right now. Come on. And I'm rolling. I'm rolling. Okay. Why? Right, okay. Okay. Goodness me. I would say it doesn't let you in easy. Would you just make the pit stop, please? Repair all? Yes. Okay, let's return to garage. Okay. Car setup. Presets available. Nice, okay. So I've got the soft tyres and I have already worn the front right 29, down to 29%, I'm guessing. Okay. Rear wing, brake bias. So I can change it, but only here. Right, hopefully that is going to the rear. Right, okay. I'm going to push that to the rear a bit more, because I'm not getting what I want at all. TC, turn TC down a little bit. Don't know what I'm doing with this stuff. Okay. There's some brakes. That's quite a lot then. Okay. Blanking. Yeah. Chassis and aero. I do just want to play and go. Right. And then we'll try out something else. We'll try out the hypercars as well. Let's try and get this going. I was very excited about trying this, I must say. Hopefully car is now currently fixed. That was the safety car. It's saying my brake bias is still 57.43, and I just tried to change that. And it won't change on my wheel. No, I'm still getting insane amount of wheel shake at high speed. I'm gripping the wheel pretty hard here, and I can barely hang on to the thing. Looks like I'm going to have to spend a lot of time trying to calibrate this. So normally I'm braking after the 100-meter mark here. Now, okay, we're starting to get a bit of performance there. Where the rears are nowhere. So we're going to try hypercar soon, I think. Feels quite slow. Okay, ABS is on high, and it's still locking up like crazy. Partly, it seems, because I can't change the brake bias. I really don't want to turn the force feedback down because I'm not going to get those important smaller effects, but this is out the box undrivable, I've got to tell you. Go by. The amount of wheel shake. The lack of steering dead zone or stability even in a straight line. Look at that. I'm full, absolutely full brakes, and it just refused. Absolutely refused to stop. I would expect this on wet grass. You can barely, honestly, you can hardly hang on to this wheel. And look at the force feedback on the bottom right of the screen. Full brakes, full brakes. Basically nothing happening. Oh, damn. If you're watching, I don't know if you can search out whether this is a known bug at the moment, this brake bias thing. Won't let me change. I've key bound. This is ridiculous. So what we've got here is it's brute force to hang on to the car at high speed, and it is absolutely fingertip stuff when it comes to braking and pitching into corners. And you've got to be so early and so gentle on the brakes. I don't know, maybe I've just chosen a really tough car, so we'll try something else. I really hope so. I was so excited about this game. Honestly, I thought the learning curve for ACC was tough. This is it's like you're on ice on the way out of the corner. Okay, well, what I want is just to do some time trial or something, but you don't seem to be able to do that, annoyingly. I say if you're watching with me, then shout up. You know, what do you want to see? More than happy. So ELMS does not have the hypercars or all of the tracks, I think. We've got some Silverstone there. That's quite tempting. Try Silverstone. A different car. Oh, sell us some stuff. I'm not in the mood to be sold at the moment, I can tell you. Because I've got to buy Silverstone, of course. Yeah, okay. Algarve appears to be available. No, Algarve is not available. And is Paul Ricard? I'm guessing not. Okay, so for ELMS, we have Spa again. And not Imola. And we've got Algarve. Okay. Well, it's not super fair to try out game on tracks I don't know or haven't raced for a long time. So I have absolutely no knowledge of Sebring, and I can't wait to try it. But I need to get something under me first. Cover Grande is straight on, yeah. Okay, default. And then, so hypercar. I am dying to try the hypercars. I don't think I'm going to be able to drive them, but it would not be right to not try that, would it? So, where's the AF Corsa? Let's just. Would go for Ferrari, but look at the Toyota. This is the wrong season, isn't it? Anyway, another car I've tried in GT7, so we'll get a decent comparison. Okay, starting grid. We'll take the multi-class off for now, and let's start. It's gonna take a while to load again, which is not great, but so it is. We'll be coming up on the channel. You see there, planned stuff today. We've got GT7 coming up at 12 UK in half an hour, and that is going to be we're going to do some randomized racing. Apologies, just trying to find my schedule for you. Okay, so we're doing race roulettes at 12. Then we'll go on to do some AC Evo later, some race room, some ACC and AC on PC, and some IMSA style insanity later, last session today. Okay. Okay, should just hit enter, should I? Yeah. What I want is the acknowledge button, and I think that's the problem I've got with everything. So just start driving. Have to go back to the mouse all the time. Still got that shake going on. So I'm going to have to get to the bottom of that for sure. Can I change the brake bias? I cannot. You can see it just flickering there, and it won't change. I can't see my TC readout anywhere. Where is that? And even if I go onto the menu here, TC7, 6. Oh, it was changing the TC. And then a brake bias. It won't change there. Okay, well, we're not allowed to change brake bias. Very low engine. Did we? I've forgotten now where we just. Oh, we're Monza. Okay, that's kind of cool noise. Slightly better. There's no. I'll tell you something we don't get is any nosedive under braking on LMU here. So if I could get my haptics working, I think that would help. With the sense of it. No, again, just same problem again. Now the braking performance naturally is better, but good grief, is it a workout to hang on to the car. It's a bit more on the nose than with the downforce. That's nice. Kind of the original LMP1s that I I am not doing that with the wheel. Okay, this is a bit more responsive than the Ferrari was, so I guess good. I did think they'd be harder to drive. I don't have a thanks, Hawkeye. No, I have a Logitech RS50, but I'll give that a try too. Let's see if that helps. But this this wheel shake at high speed is something I've never experienced before. Wow, this, like, it's insane. Just about got the breaking point right there. So that was 150 meters in an LMP1. Right, I'm going to try anything to improve these. Right, let's just hold that. Let's just, I'm just, look at this. Okay, I'm sitting here, not touching the wheel. My foot is on the brake. Okay, all right, I'm going to give that a go. Let's just see what happens. So force feedback on, invert. And then, I don't know about use constant steering force effect. Hawkeye, have you seen anything about that? Use constant steering force effect. And weirdly, normally they give you some sort of indication of what each thing means, but I don't know what that means. I don't want to change two things at once anyway. Let's... Okay. It's not shaking as much. Okay, wheel feels a little bit more dead. All right, I've got nothing happening. That's why. It's done it again. So you make a change. Yeah, wheel is just completely nothing right now. Okay, let's try again. Now I can see the rumble happening on the screen, but nothing's happening there. We'll go back to controls. Let's try it, because this is what happened to me before. Okay, we're back. You've got to do whatever change you make. You've got to do twice. No, no, that's horrid. That has exasperated the problem, unfortunately. Exacerbated, I should say, the problem. Oh, right, okay. Let's change that back. Whoa, okay. It's a good job I wasn't holding the wheel at that point. Constant steering force effect, we'll try that. Do I have anything? No. Okay, so this is obviously a bug that is affecting the one upside is I'm getting to know what's happening with the settings. Okay, we're back. So we've definitely got something happening in the wheel. Invert off and you can try to lower steering torque. Okay, dude, thanks. It's a... No, that's... So that hasn't helped. I don't know what that thing meant that I just changed. Look at this! I mean, it's kind of fun. Like, car's kind of fun. I feel like I'm floating on the track a little bit. So there's no sense of movement. Oi, 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 oi. That car is totally dead at low speed in first gear. Right, let's get on some grass. Okay, invert off and you can try to lower steering torque. Invert off. Controls, force feedback, invert off. Minimum steering torque. So it says do not play with that if you've got a DD. Is it about smoothing? I turn that thing off. That hasn't done anything. Aha. No, we don't want to do that. Okay, so steering torque sensitivity is at 100. Impact strength. I probably don't need to break my wrist. Minimum steering torque. Okay. Well, let's just whack this down then and see if that's my problem. We'll have a look at that. Now, has that killed force feedback again? Yep. That's kind of crazy. All right, force feedback. Ding ding and off. Okay, and resume. Right, there's something happening there. Okay, obviously that has deadened things a little bit. That is karma there. I don't quite know what they were thinking, making it so crazy. I've never tried a sim that is that active at high speed on the force feedback. Obviously, I'm getting a lot less through the wheel that I want, which is the curb and the road effects. But it's a lot more drivable for sure. Okay. Should be able to change graphics a little bit, hopefully. We can improve them. They're looking a little bit on the blocky side. And it should be proper high-end, shouldn't it? Okay, let's just try and string together something like a lap. I don't know if I can turn to Apex as well. Oof, okay. Not very good. No, I can't have a lap. Okay, I can't change brake bias. Again, I don't know if that's something, Hawkeye, that you know about. Yeah, brake bias will not shift. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try one more car and track combo, and then we'll probably have to duck out and get ready for the next stream. Okie dokie, right. So, we do not want to go online yet. That would be madness, sheer madness. Have we got the real hypercars, or is this just more purchasing necessary? Lossai, does that indicate that I have to buy it, or no? They're all just buy it, buy it, buy it. I do know Bahrain reasonably well. Looks like I've got that car. The outer circuit is going to be absolutely awesome. I'm really pleased they've got that in the car, in the game. Enduro circuit, never tried that one. The outer circuit is pretty cool. Obviously, I know the default best. So do we have the Mighty 83? We do. That's cool. That's a proper hypercar. And those two are locked. Alpine. Aston Valkyrie is in the game, which rocks. Okay. I think we've got to try the Aston. Much as I would love to try the all-conquering 85. You've never had issues with brake balance, but that wheel shaking is not normal, Hawkeye. Yeah, okay. Maybe I need to try this in compatibility mode with the Logitech Pro, which the RS has. Yeah, and you can see that the game is trying to change my BB with my selected dial, but it just won't. Appreciate all your help though. It's really kind of you to stop by and do that. But yeah, I guess this is PC gaming, and kind of why I hate it, or have always hated it. And I guess this is just first startup, first drive kind of experience. So hey, I can't complain too much, because I need to get everything calibrated and going. But I think one good measure of a game is can you can you fire it up and actually get going out the box. And at the moment, LMU is scoring low on that one. So, but I really want to like it. I really want to like it, and I want to commentate on it as well. So I'm just gonna try the car, and then I'm gonna try spectator mode and see how that looks and works. I'm hoping that we can do that from within the pits while I talk about it right now. It says 100%, and nothing's happening. Come on, LMU. I've got a watch button here. Let's do watch, shall we? Is anybody out on pit yet? Anybody out? Finally. Okay. Car. Is that what we want? Do I do it on the wheel? Or click 1? Oh, space is doing camera. It's not a shift situation. Okay, come on now. Oh, do I just go ahead and click here? There we go. Oh, that's cool. Okay, trackside camera. Wow. Sounds amazing. Absolutely amazing. I hope that looks good to you on track, because on stream, because to me that looks nice. This is trackside steady. What else have I got? Trackside, 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 and then this is cycle trackside. That's cool. And I've got the onboard, got the driving. Very nice. Okay, that's cool. Onboard, these are sort of chase views. Camera's a bit ropey. And then I just click who I want to look at. Do I? Nice. Turn replay bar off. I've got track map off. Standings on and off, but only quite truncated. I want more. I wonder if you can alter that. Hopefully you can alter that. From chase cam, you can pan zoom with the keyboard. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Noughts. Chase cam, you can pan and zoom with the keypad. Okay, so. I want driving. This one, pan and zoom with the keypad. With the keypad. Oh, hello. Oh, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet, actually. So I'll go right down low, or I can go all the way over the top. That's insane. Why did they come up with that? Oh, we're on the ceiling. Love it. Oh, well done. Well done. So what about the zoom? How do you zoom? Is that going to be a shift system? No. Okay. That's reset. Nice. Nice. Okay. And as I say, like if we were doing a side-by-side battle or something, yeah, that's pretty cool. But plus and minus is doing nothing. That's just change camera. That's insane. Okay, but how do you zoom? That's what I want to know. This is me. So can I go back? I can do start driving. Well, there you go. There's a page up, page down. Oh, okay. Thanks, man. Let's just quickly test that, shall we? Return to garage. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Dries Van Tour. And I go to chase. Tune. The problem is on my keyboard I don't have. Where are you? Chase cam. Need a hard. I'm sure there is a hard button for chase cam. It's driving view. Right. We think page up, page down. No, that's free move. Ooh, hello. This is static camera. Oh, it's something I've wanted for so long on racing games, is just to sit here on one camera and watch the cars come through the corkscrew and oh yes. That's insane. Oh, that's brilliant. This is the mouse. This is the mouse view. This is me as the camera operator. I mean, obviously it's a little bit on the ropey side, and shaky, but that's so cool. That really is very, very cool. Okay. Right, brake bias. Nothing still. I'm going to have to change the key binding for that. And let's actually try a lap. But I enjoyed that aspect of it. So watching it should be quite fun. Ooh, nice sound. Not very loud. Oh, there's a lockup. I will definitely play about with the keys. Thanks, man. That's great insight. Really appreciate that. And if you guys are seasoned with LMU, if you can recommend what you think I would most benefit from visually on the graphics to improve things, then please, you know, if it's drastically different to what you're used to running. I don't have a high-end system. It's probably a mid system. 3050 graphics. But obviously I need to be able to run the stream at the same time. So I can't demand too much. I did set maximum FPS at 60. It's what I'm used to, but I'm not feeling like FPS is a problem. It's more graphics are a little on the blocky 8-bit side. Or maybe 16-bit, I'll be kind. And I can't wait to try this on VR as well. Here we go. Well, I have to say, the hypercars are the easier to drive than the GT3s and the LMP1s, but I'm still braking way too late. It's going to be quite an adjustment, but at least I can stop locking up as I touch the brake. Interesting, there's a bit of trackside sort of furniture and buildings there I don't recognise from the F1 game. There's domes, for example. Maybe they're new. At least the hypercar has some power in first gear, unlike the LMP1. Don't let the battery go to 100 or else you will lose braking force because of regen. Nice, okay. You could turn up the textures a little. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Sounds good, man. Thank you. Yeah, anything else? I mean, it's more like what are you seeing on my system or my stream that is obvious to you graphically that's maybe worse than what your fully calibrated system is? Or if you can recommend any sort of places to calibrate, that'd be also very helpful. But I'm very appreciative that you would come give it a bit of time and advice. That's awesome. Why is it just insanely cool to drive the 007? So where is my battery? That's the 93 something. I'm guessing there's an ERS deployment. Is it manual deployment? I guess it must be. Is that it? Am I deploying? No, I'm not deploying. I thought I'd set that up, but maybe I didn't. I know this track and region gets a lot of stick, but I do quite like this track actually. Another bit of a lock up there. Little battery. Yep, I see it. Well, I thought I'd set up the button I'm pressing to do that, but obviously not. That's not it. So it's manual or it's auto. Ooh, first impact. Okay. Maybe we should just go see that from off board, and then before we close out. Ooh, that's a nice sound. So this is Buemi. That's on form, isn't it, Buemi? True to life. All right, that's awesome. Okay, I will. I'll do a quick view then of what my graphics settings are. So, got head vibration, aero. I definitely want to increase look ahead because I don't like how it isn't doing that right now. Head physics, way more head physics for me. Visible vehicles, fine. I'm not really into all of that at the moment. Default view. Okay. Vertical field of view. Lock horizon. Nope, don't want any of that. Steering wheel on or off, fine, okay. Well, this isn't, the kind of top-notch stuff that I'm looking for, really. Okay, well, we'll save that and then go to main menu. So I need to map, motor map and regenerate. So keybind that to my system. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it really looks the business on the menu screens, but I don't know that it's realism and performance. Thought I'd done vertical sync. Yeah, okay. Full screen anti-aliasing. Image smoothness. Okay, so this is what I've got it on. Medium, high, medium, anisotropic. I've got texture streaming on. Smoke spray, fine. Shadows. Soft particles, sure. I guess I just need to keep playing around with this stuff, right? Texture detail is on high or ultra. It can go to ultra. I think circuit detail does need to be improved. I'll live with opponent detail at the moment. I don't know what that is and what it does. Texture filtering. Pass. I would crank everything up and then adjust down. So everything to 11, that's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, all right. Let's add a little bit of that, shall we? And see what happens. Post effects. Medium. And I don't know about vertical. Let's just apply that and we'll try it out next time. Appreciate it, everybody. Thank you so much for showing up today. We're going to go on to GT7 in a few moments, and I will be back on stream very soon. Thanks a lot, everyone. Bye now.